It's been a pretty awful last year for DC films, and the last hope for the DCEU and DC films as we know it currently is of course Aquaman 2. But things are not looking that good for Aquaman 2 in terms of release due to everything going on in Hollywood. Alright guys, so let's talk about it. So what we're hearing right now is that WB Discovery is looking at its entire upcoming portfolio of films and realizing they got nothing DC next year, and also next year they don't have many films. Now we previously talked about the fact that there was some discussions about Blue Beetle possibly being bumped around, but again, Blue Beetle is coming out when it's coming out. So Aquaman 2, well, allegedly Dune 2 and Aquaman 2 along with other films that WB has coming out could be up for a delay depending on how the studio looks at the whole situation, analyzes it, and sees that maybe this strike is going to do more harm than anything. And they're looking at possibly delaying Aquaman 2 by upwards of an entire year. Now I don't need to tell you that this would be absolutely insane, but again, what else do they have next year that's going to be as high profile as their films like, well, Aquaman and Dune? There isn't a whole lot. So I can see why this could be the case and the scenario that they go with, and realistically if they were to do it, I don't think this is them showing any sort of, worries or anything. I think it's a legit thing that's worth looking at going, can we release this right now? And if we do, what happens? Like, is the box office going to be there? Because we just don't know. We don't know how all the films are going to be affected with the strike in the next couple months. Films coming out right now are still relatively safe. Months from now, when there's no actor interviews, nobody talking about it, that's when you run into the problems. Especially towards the end of the year, where we're going to start to hear some very shady stuff coming out of the studios when we get closer to the end of the year and major financial breakdowns. So I could see why they could be discussing this and are discussing this, and a realistic release in 2024 might actually happen.